So let's just jump right into it. Because I don't remember where we were. I know that there is a murder mystery. You know what? Everyone's going to talk to me about everything. I don't care.
I believe Freya was attempting to communicate something through this painting.
Any idea what it was?
I am not the person to ask. All I see is a blood-red mountain with angry storm clouds brewing above it. As such, I cannot ascertain any meaning from it whatsoever. Who is this her to whom the message refers?
Well, I don't know.
How is your guys' weekends going so
How
far?
can I meaningfully evaluate this object? Next. Why did Poppy leave shards of glass all over this statue?
Good question.
What makes you think it was Poppy?
The statue lives in the music room. Who else would it be?
Good point, good point, good point.
That blade.
It's a troll for gardening.
It is.
Why do you sound confused by that?
What's wrong?
Earmuffs do not go on statues.
See, I started a co-op playthrough with a friend yesterday.
Penelope should tidy up after herself.
And,
These weren't dropped by Penny. They were dropped by birds, I think.
My argument
And so my friend and I were doing a co-op run through of Baldur's Gate, obviously, and I am in the process of romancing Will, and I don't know how to feel about him. I'm not gonna lie. Did we talk about everyone? No, we did not.
With surging tide, the waves are thrown, an entity of all its own. But on its surface, you may see
I wish Will was more interesting.
reflected in the waters be the orchestrator, pale and still, pulling strings, enacting will.
Like, Will is fine, but I feel like he's just not as compelling as other companions are. You know? Like, he's just got, like, daddy issues and, like, a need to prove himself to everyone. But other than that, he's just some guy. He's just a dude.
Softly does the flower grow, all in time, and time is slow. Rest a seed within the earth, but do not rush its gentle birth. Hour by hour, day by day, tune your heart to nature's way.
So there are two families living in Tangle Tower?
3 pointers and 5 fellows. 4 fellows.
What's the connection between them?
There is
Marriage.
one. Not really. It was all built by the Remington family. Flora is a Remington, originally. So was Primrose, my mother. She married into the Pointers, and Flora married into the Fellows.
So the fellows and the pointers own the house now?
Flora owns the house. Depending on who you ask, that means her husband Felix owns it too.
What about your father?
His claim over the house kind of fell apart after my mother left.
Where's your mother now?
No idea.
Damn. You got some mommy issues, apparently.
There's something I noticed about Freya's knife wound.
Hit me.
From what we could tell, the blade went in at an exact right angle, perpendicular to Freya's body. And there's only one small pool of blood. Nothing on Freya's hands, or anywhere else. The whole thing is just a little too peaceful. When I first saw it, I thought it looked like Flora was holding a knife, with blood on the tip.
You don't think that anymore?
No, it was a stupid thing to say. The room was dark. I was in shock. I'm just an idiot.
But it was.
Damn, maybe, like, don't treat
If you
yourself
hadn't
that
said
way.
anything, maybe Fifi wouldn't have checked.
Exactly. It's stupid.
But we would have missed out on an important clue.
Is it a clue? Really?
Yeah.
Tell me how it's a clue. Tell me how it helps.
Good Christ.
Nothing about the knife makes any sense. It's just freaking everyone out. Wish I'd never said anything.
I'm starting to wish you didn't say shit either.
What was inside?
Nothing.
Huh. Is that supposed to be Flora?
Possibly?
Yeah, but who are the other two?
How nice. Whose paints are those?
They belong to Felix, I think.
Did you find that in Fifi's room?
No?
Hmm.
Should we have?
No, it's just. It looks
Yeah,
like something she
I mean,
did,
I've been
think?
saying all week that I was gonna go live today. Today or yesterday, and
been
it
to the
seems like
greenhouse?
it was today was the better
What'd you
day.
think?
Impressive, I guess.
I wanted to finish this off before we start Luigi's Mansion next week in honor of October.
He does.
And I gotta
that.
find other spooky games to play for
Is
October
that
as well.
Fifi's diary? I'm sure I've seen it in her room before.
That's where we found it.
Have you ever read it? Do you know what's written in there?
Nope. I'm sure she wouldn't appreciate me invading her privacy.
I thought you were close friends.
No.
Yeah,
We're not going back to
Just
Dredge.
Fifi's gotten kinda impatient with me recently.
Do you know why?
Dredge gives me anxiety. It doesn't scare me.
I'm sure she'd tell you if you asked.
Oh,
And
she
while those are very
she
similar
gets me
things,
straight.
it doesn't quite work
Probably
that
why
way.
I'm avoiding it.
At least that's what I think.
Is that a gardening trowel?
Yeah, I think it belongs to Fitz.
Really? Huh. Never seen him use it.
Okay, is that all done? So we've got their suspicion, their suspicion, their suspicion, their hints, their suspicion, their hints. These are the only three that I don't have all of that stuff together for. Oh, I got an achievement for listening to her talk about people. So these are the only two that I really got to figure out. So we're gonna go up. Yoink here. We're gonna talk to this guy. Come here. Come here, you judgmental bitch. Where do we? Let's just start from the top.
So
From the
which one
top.
is Tangle Tower.
What's that?
There are 2 towers, right? Flora's tower and your astronomy tower.
Neither? Truly, I have no idea.
I mean, there
You'd
is
have
interview
to ask
simulator
Flora.
games.
She named the house?
The whole thing is a result of her squabbling with her family.
With Felix, you mean? Her husband?
No, her brother and sister, and her father. The Remington
Oh.
family was a rather tumultuous little unit, you see. But
Dude,
I don't
why are you
think
so
Flora has
judgmental?
spoken with any of them in over a decade.
So judgy.
Not exactly a wealth of information.
When you wear
is it?
hair like
It's enough.
that? I don't know if you have the right to judge, bud.
What a precious photograph. She hasn't changed a bit, has she?
What?
Oh, if you don't know, perhaps I don't either.
Just for the record, that picture was the goth girl we just saw.
I find that painting to be in rather bad taste.
Oh, yeah?
The knife with real blood on it? The whole thing is rather vulgar.
Do-do-do-do.
Isn't the process of decay fascinating?
It's not really decaying. It's plastic.
It's becoming one with nature, all the same.
Okay, I gotta figure out what this guy's deal is.
Oh my. This is the first piece that Primrose ever learnt on the piano. Primrose, that is Poppy's mother. She
The
passed it
wife that
down to Poppy
left
when
you.
She started teaching her how to play.
Poppy's piano teacher was her mother.
Of course. Warms my heart to know that after everything, Poppy still has it up on her wall.
Bum 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 bum. One next
A
one.
very old statue indeed. I'd recommend you leave it well alone. The poor fellow's in bad enough shape as it is. Is this important?
Possibly.
Pointer property originally, purloined by the fellows.
Oh, good Christ, sir.
Typical.
Please, please.
I haven't seen that tape for a long time. Who broke it?
No idea.
Ah, well, possessions are fleeting, my friends. I think you may wish to adjust your threshold of what you consider to be a clue.
Bitch.
I've seen those earmuffs before. They're the ones Fitz always wears when he's out the front gardening.
Always wears?
Whenever I've seen him, yes.
Me.
Oh, you found a murder weapon?
Steady on. It's just a gardening trowel.
Looks like a weapon to me.
Is that why your hair looks like that to you? Like that book looks like hair to
He
you?
seems rather keen to grow things like this in his greenhouse, doesn't he?
What's wrong with that?
Well, you can't eat it. Makes you wonder why he bothers at all. Curious creature, isn't it? Some sort of amphibious bipedal fishman.
Playing a trumpet.
Playing a trumpet, yes. Well now, that is most definitely none of my business. Quite possibly none of yours either.
It is actually. I'm the fucking detective sent here, okay?
These were drawn by Freya. She must have drawn that one of Hawkshaw rather recently.
I guess.
Curious little thing, isn't it? Do you know what she keeps in there?
Nothing. At the moment. It
You're
was
sus,
empty when we
sir.
opened it.
How bizarre.
Can't a woman keep an empty egg in her room?
This looks a little rushed, even by Felix's standards.
At least he tried.
Yes, I suppose it's good for the old fellow to have a hobby. Keeps his mind from decaying, you know. This is supposed to be Felix, is it?
I think so.
I see he's afforded himself considerable artistic license.
That he has actually. He has
Freya
actually.
was well acquainted with the abstract, I'll say that much.
What does it look like to you?
To me, it's a big, red thing.
What a fascinating interpretation.
He's right, though. It is a big red thing.
Poppy's two closest friends.
And now one of them's
Freya
dead.
is so innocent there.
Why is she not innocent normally? Like she was 19, my guy.
A diary can be a wonderful outlet for an outpouring of one's soul.
How do you know it's a diary?
I suppose I don't, but it does look like a diary. That's rather a small cage for 3 birds, isn't it?
That's actually
But
really
then,
true.
aren't we all trapped in a cage?
Oh, don't get pretentious on me now.
What kind of flower is that?
We're not sure. I think it might be the only one of its kind.
Primrose would know. My wife was a floriculturalist. Best in the field. That's a flower joke, but she was.
Interesting.
Your jokes aren't funny. Nothing about you is funny, sir. It's the only person we've not managed to get to talk yet. Oh, nice. We have a shortcut. Love that for us. Okay, come here, you mopedy bitch.
Do you recognize any of these feathers?
You haven't seen this yet, have you?
It's a little model of you. Who were the other people next to you?
The bird. The bird. The bird's gotta be important, right? There's too many bird things here.
What do you think of your husband's hobby?
Do you have any hobbies?
Do you have any words? I have to be missing something. I must be missing something. It is a point-and fucking click game. It is always like this. You miss one thing a little bit early on, and next thing you know, you cannot figure things out until like 17 bajillion years later.
Even though we're halfway up, someone's been tracking in mud from outside. A pillow with a...
It's a cushion.
Yeah, but that doesn't alliterate.
Oh, we can pull them up like this. Clever. did talk to them, but okay. I'm gonna go talk to.
Brushes.
They're
No,
clean.
that's not what I meant. That's not where we want to go. Come here. Did I talk to you about everything? Yes, I did, unfortunately. Talk to you about everyone, but not everything. But I don't know if that's gonna help. No, the one person we're really stuck on is this asshole up here. So there's got to be something that I'm missing. And I will come back to the problem every time.
Every astronomy tower needs a telescope.
I want to try.
Oh, okay. Oh, shit.
You can see right into Flora's room.
Not by accident.
I can see Flora, but she's not looking this way. She's looking up. Behind her is the backside of the easel holding Freya's unfinished painting.
Okay, maybe I was missing something this whole time.
Can't really see
Whoops.
anything behind it. Not from this angle.
It's that little plant Flora keeps on the window ledge.
Don't you think it would fall off? In the wind.
Constantly, yes.
Maybe it's glued down.
Oh my god, speaking of things in the wind, I eventually need to get the courage to go outside onto my balcony and pick up this cup that I accidentally knocked over last night. Not like a glass cup, like a plastic Wendy's cup, because there was a massive bug in my room last night. And while I was playing, my poor friend I was playing Baldur's Gate with had to listen to me absolutely like scream and run away from my chair as this bug just
I can just about
moved.
see the gramophone. I can see the doorway. It leads into the
What
hall.
you cooking?
The door itself is on the floor, knocked off its hinges.
Is that a window?
I think it is.
Is there another room above Flora's room?
We should check that next time we're over there. Isn't this supposed to be an astronomy telescope?
Yes, he says it is.
Pretty sure you need to see the sky for astronomy.
Ooh. Everything about that sounds delicious except for the shrimp, because I am not a seafood girly.
Move it. I think this is just how it's set up.
Oh, so he's just a spy little bitch.
Something suspicious.
Let's ask him about it.
Yeah, we're right here.
So, Professor, what interests
More
you
shrimp for
about
you
astronomy
indeed.
Exactly.
It's not a matter of being interested.
Hello and bye, crazy.
Blind to the wider
What are you
universe,
doing?
it
I thought you had
cannot
things to
be
do. How was the aquarium
understood.
yesterday? Oh, wait, no, you're buyed already. Okay,
And
that's
how
fine.
long have you
Thank
been an astronomer?
you. Have a
I
good
really
day.
don't like to give exact values unless I'm sure I can quantify them.
Convenient.
Why do you ask me these things?
Because you're spying,
Theory about
bitch.
it,
What do you mean?
Oh,
You
go
stalker?
on.
You're not really interested in astronomy at all.
What could you possibly mean by that?
I think you're interested in a slightly different field of research.
Oh.
I don't have time for tiny, insignificant insects.
Bullshit.
My studies focus only on the inconceivably large and the unimaginably far away.
Right.
Bullshit.
That's why you like using your telescope so much.
Yes, naturally. My little portal into another world.
Yeah, the other side of the tower,
That.
weirdo.
Pointer's telescope was actually looking at the crime scene. and
Ah,
not at
yes,
the sky.
very stale.
First, you
They could have
accused me of
had
being
this
a
poor
lowly
voice actor just read
entomologist. Now you're accusing
read
me
every
of,
option.
What, spying?
Yes.
Are you spying?
Why would I need to spy on Flora?
Why? Because you lost your golden beetle specimen, and it's made you paranoid. You think somebody stole it from you.
Might not have been Flora you were spying on. Might have been Freya.
It's you. It's a very precious specimen, incredibly rare, valuable in ways you could never understand.
You're a gross
Freya was
bug man,
always
okay.
sneaking around, both towers and in the gardens too.
She was your
She
daughter's
was
friend.
definitely up to something.
She was your
So,
child's literal
this next
friend.
question is important. You were looking to Flora's room around the time of the murder. Did you witness the crime, Professor?
No, I didn't. When I looked into the room, Flora was already lying on the floor.
Gross.
Flora? You mean Freya?
No, Flora. She was lying by the window. I couldn't see Freya at all. It was fairly dark. The telescope isn't at a very good angle. That's why I decided to head over there myself. I needed to know what was going on.
This changes your statement, doesn't it?
No,
Yeah,
everything
it
I told
does.
you in my statement was true.
Bullshit.
Apart from the reason you left your tower in the first place.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Freya was definitely up to something.
Something to do with the statue in the garden, I think.
Maybe we should go back and check. And we could have missed something.
Okay, I guess we're gonna go do that now, but I don't think we're ready for that. I don't know shit about Dick.
This wasn't here before.
No, it was not.
What is it?
It's a little wooden toy. Looks kind of like a crab.
There's a note stuck to the back.
What does it say?
It wasn't there before. This is my new friend. He likes music. Simple melodies will move his soul. Best of luck, you two. Freya. Hey, don't love that. Don't love that. That's fucking
What do
weird.
you think? Is it really from her?
She's dead.
How can it be?
Why don't we check the handwriting with Freya's diary?
Good idea. Hold on.
Well,
It's a perfect match.
oh, it's confirmed. We have a ghost helping us.
Great.
Let's keep this to ourselves for now.
What about the little wooden toy thingy?
Maybe we can put it to some kind of use.
Oh. Oh. We have finished a chapter. Okay, that's... Alrighty then. If we're talking about music, this is probably where we're gonna go. No. I was in the right room. Come back.
Yeah, it's mine.
Can you play the tune for us?
Sure. It's literally 8 notes. I have it memorized.
Hmm. That last note's too discordant. No me gusta. Oh, great. Love that. Cool. Don't love that, but that's fine. Weird, gross music. Okay. I'm assuming we want this one.
Weird.
It's someone humming a tune.
Bingo. Okay. That's fine. No.
It's piano music.
Yeah, we did know that. Okay, so that's fine. So that's the other music. Where else did we hear music? Actually, let me come back here. Let me come back here and just see the other... I didn't have to go all the way back, actually.
I'm still not
Should we take another look?
So we have humming. We have piano, the birds, and the bell.
Let's come back later.
I don't remember seeing a bell anywhere, but if it's birds, it's got to be over here. No, birds, actually, birds is over here. It's like the first thing we did in this game. Okay, and then bell. It's the only thing we're not 100% on. which means it's probably up in the room that we didn't know about previously. We might actually get this done in like an hour. And if that's the case, I don't know what we're going to do with ourselves. Oh, hey. Fucking creepy.
Just dusty junk.
Nothing catching my interest.
I'm sorry, is this spooky attic boring you?
Kinda. Where's that light coming from?
No, it's just daylight, I think. There's a decent gap between those floorboards.
Well, time to take a look. Ah, nice.
Is that what I think it is?
The body.
Is that what I think it is? Is that what I think it is?
Are we really? Is that it? Is that really it?
Is that what I think it is?
Okay.
What is that?
Not sure. Some kind of reel?
Looks like it might attach to something.
Oh. Oh. Reel thingy. A brass reel with a screw at the top. Coiled around the reel is a length of fine red rope.
It's a statue of a wolf, standing up straight, like a man.
You know, there's a name for that.
Werewolf.
I know.
It's not quite as dusty as everything else up here. Also, it's not a statue. It's stuffed.
Ah, nice. Stuffed wolf. Don't know how I feel about taxidermy.
What's in that little box? I bet it's bones. A skull, at least.
You know, maybe I won't open it.
No, maybe we should open it. I'm with her on this one.
Someone painted out the window.
Do you think it was done recently?
No idea. Either way, it's pretty suspicious.
Indeed.
The attic's directly above us, right?
Yeah, why is it a giant fucking eye?
The outline of... There's a single patch, no real...
That's weird.
What?
Her feet were right up by the canvas.
So?
Oh, we
So
did
she
see
was probably
this.
Check the case file again.
Yeah, this is like one of the first things we did.
That's the only
It's
door.
also...
Sure is. Guessing it's not...
Actually, no, you know what? I gotta ask you some questions.
Do you know what this is?
Guess not.
Man, this fucking voice actress better have a good voice after all this. Come here. Come here, fellow detective.
What is that?
Hello, my fellow
I'm not
detective.
sure.
Why don't you go back and double check the area you found it? Maybe you'll find the rest of the something else.
I'm not so sure about that.
So the last... Hold on. No, do not ask for a hint from the game. The last thing we have to look at is... So we got birdsong, piano, humming, bell. But I don't think we've seen a bell this entire game.
Is this yours, Fifi?
I do not recognize it. And besides, I would have no use for such a thing. Perhaps it could be used to hang wet laundry?
Was that a joke?
Yes.
Oh. Oh, Fifi, no. Now's not the time to make jokes. Fifi, now is not the time to make jokes. Alright, Creepy Fitz, who's actually really cute. Come here.
Don't know what that is.
Okay, that's all I need to know.
Me, 3.
Don't get proud of yourself for that one.
Oh. Sorry. I thought you said me too.
This fucking game. The dialogue is very charming, though. From the top.
What's this? Is it a clue?
We don't actually know. But Grimoire picked it up, so now he has to pretend it is.
That's how it works.
Sorry, just coordinating because I have So the wedding's coming up in 2 weeks, which means I have to get my shit together. All right, everyone's getting asked about the same thing now. This really does remind me of a Pixar like short sound.
For sewing.
Maybe?
We have no idea.
It really does give me Pixar vibes. Does it not give y'all Pixar vibes? Okay, come here. Come here. What once was a goth chick, or once was a
Find
pink chick.
this.
It was in the attic.
Oh, huh. I forgot we even had an attic.
Okay, but what is... Okay, not helpful. Not helpful. Come here.
What is it?
We don't know. We were really hoping you would.
My friends, shed your hope and let it fall free like sandbags from a hot air balloon.
That's the most depressing idiom I've ever heard.
Agreed, for once. Did I talk to her about this already? I might have. Yep, I did. Okay, well then... We are missing something then. Alright, so when we don't know what to do, we start from the top, the other top, from the top of the game, and we try again. Though I think I just saw what I was looking for. There we go.
That's all 4 million.
So, what do we do with them?
Should we go back to the gardens again?
Yes. I find the way that he says gardens very interesting. It's very British
Let's try this
adjacent.
again.
The
You know, I think we might be
gardens.
able to solve this now.
He's got a very interesting accent.
Looks like he's playing a semi.
You're some kind of harp expert, Sally.
Did you not know? I had a harp when I was a kid.
Hell
a little
yeah.
handheld one. Only 8 strings.
Liar.
Yeah.
It's the truth, I swear.
That's a fucking bad
That's
joke.
Gotta be right.
Nothing. Maybe it's broken.
Wait. Do you hear that?
Hey, what the fuck? What is with this weird ass
I'm
house?
going.
Yeah. But there's a couple of things I want to do first.
Collect all clues. Oh. Sally. Oh, I guess. How do I talk to Sally if I can't click on her?
The outline of Freya Fellow. Looks like she fell onto her back. There's a single patch of blood, right in the middle. No real signs of a struggle.
That's weird.
What?
Her feet were right up by the canvas.
So we've established multiple times now.
So?
So she was probably standing really close to the canvas when she fell.
Let's check the case file again. Supposedly, Freya was working on the painting when she was killed. Looks like she was still holding her paintbrush and palette when she fell.
Didn't even get a chance to clean her brush.
Bro, did we not pick that up this entire time? Oh, we can examine it. Okay, maybe now we could talk to her about this. Nope. Nope. Still can't do shit about Dick. Okay. Cool. So then we have to be missing 2 more things, right? Because that wouldn't be empty if we hadn't. So what are the last 2 clues?
A little pot plant, balanced on the window ledge.
It's the only plant in the entire room.
Yeah, there can't be anything.
An empty glass and an empty plate.
Looking at it is making me want to cry.
Why?
Why?
I
Oh.
don't know.
Yeah, okay, good question. Okay. Hold on. We're not going to do hints that way. We're going to look at our hints this way. What else? We've talked to... The only person we don't have the suspicion for is her. And I feel like if the game's telling me that I need to do that, then it's something I do need to do. Like, it's not, I have to do this before we go down. You would think. Which means I'm not clicking on something that I need to click on. Did I talk to her about literally everything? Because I will now. If that's what it's going to take. Oh, I have not asked her about anyone.
Were you close with Freya? How are you two related? Did you kill Freya?
Grimoire.
What? I don't even think she's listening.
Oh, she's listening.
Anything we should know? Any hobbies? Besides staring out the window? Flora, this is your egg? Why do you keep it locked?
Is there supposed to be something in there? Or is it always empty?
There's something I think I can understand. So, like, these are her important things. I don't know who the gentleman is. I don't know who the bird is. Nah, this woman full on looks like an evil villain with her giraffe ass neck. This lady's neck is too fucking long for what it is. Did I ever click on
It's an
this?
illustrated book about birds.
Why do we always come back to birds?
It's been left open. Looks like somebody was halfway through reading it.
Or it was left open for us to find.
Ever so slightly unnerving?
The ink dip is a remarkably intelligent bird with a very long lifespan, even amongst avian mystids. Other birds are often aggressive towards it, and the ink dip lives most of its life alone. It has a particular feeding habits and usually only eats the seeds of Tantum amica, pictured. Hey, why does that look like a knife? I think I just put 2 and 2 together. Okay. Okie dokie. Come here, you. I gotta ask you about a
Have you
bird
seen
book.
this book before? Do you know who it belongs to?
I really thought she was gonna say something there.
Yeah, I know. Me too. Alright, time to ask everyone about this fucking book. When in doubt, ask literally everyone.
Find that?
It was in the library.
Really? How odd.
Why is it odd?
It's unlike her to leave paint on the brush.
I think we'll give her a pass, given the circumstances.
All things fucking
yes.
considered.
So we shall. I'm as confused as you are.
You're such a fucking doof. Doofus and oaf. Doof. Okay, good to know.
Do you know who was reading this book?
It belongs to my mother.
And she left it in the library?
No,
Hmm.
my mother has not been in the library for some time.
No, because you don't have a relationship with your mother. Okay. Okay.
There's something about the image of Flora.
There we go.
Something suspicious.
Finally.
Let's ask her about it.
Time. Finally, we can do this. Oh my god, we're going to unlock her voice this late in the game. Come here.
So, this painting, specifically that knife in Flora's hand.
Yeah, it's creepy. But we didn't find a knife anywhere in the room. So what's going on?
Why is your hair like this? It's fucking...
It's not a knife. We need a clue to compare with the painting. Something to explain what that knife shape actually is.
I got you. I got you. Is a book.
Let's take a closer look at this.
There we
The
go.
painted knife is actually just a feather.
You could have just made him read this so that it didn't sound so blocky, but okay.
It's definitely the right shape, but the book's not in color. The thing Flora's holding in the painting is red and white, specifically. Is there anything to suggest
Yeah, we
that
do
the
actually.
bird is red and white too?
Yes, we do actually.
This little thing? I don't understand why Felix would make a model of this bird as part of a gift for Flora. And come to think of it,
Because
why
it's
would
her
Flora
ink
be
tip
holding a
bird.
feather in the painting anyway.
The ink-tipped bird.
There we
was
go.
Flora's pet, so she kept a single feather to remember it by.
She kept the bird as a pet. And it died?
Yeah.
Maybe it flew away.
Flora spends all her time staring out the window.
Either way, she kept the feather. I think it was pretty important to her.
There we go.
All right. So she was holding the feather while Freya was painting her. But where is it now?
Yeah,
You
good
think she'd
question.
keep it somewhere close by.
Yeah, I think she does. Normally. This is where Flora usually keeps her feather.
But we opened it. It's empty.
It is empty.
Mm-hmm. Completely empty.
Is she gonna talk?
Flora? She's pointing at something in the corner
Nope.
of the room.
It's just a pile of books. They're not... Wait. There's something tucked inside this one.
Flora's drawings. Drawings of Flora and a small bird. These are a handwritten message on the back. These are for you. Love, Freya.
Let's go over what we know about the crime scene.
Let's go now. Why do we gotta go all the way back out to the pier to do this, huh?
We know a little more about the crime scene now.
That is
So,
kind of cute,
what do you
actually.
think? Was Freya stabbed by her own painting?
Doubt. Hmm.
Blood from the paint pot was used to paint the red tip of the painted ink dip feather to resemble a bloody knife.
Wait, but why would it... Why?
I
Why?
think you're right.
But why?
Decide if I'm disappointed or relieved.
But why?
Why?
Ah, thank you!
Either
Thank
it's a
you!
very strange coincidence, or somebody set it up.
Somebody deliberately.
This game takes too long to ask the questions I am
And hid that
desperate to
feather
have
after the
answers
crime.
for.
Why? To distract us?
Possibly.
Well, it worked.
Possibly.
Flora's the only person who could have hidden the feather, unless someone took it from her.
Let's go over what we do know.
Okay.
The door was locked the whole time. It stayed locked until Fitz kicked it down.
Yeah, but we saw the
Normally, it
crack.
could only be opened from the inside. Pointer said he couldn't see Freya from his telescope, but he did see Flora lying by the window.
So whatever got Freya got Flora too?
Except Flora survived. She didn't get a stab wound like Freya did.
Hold on. If there was no knife, then what did stab
Did the
Freya?
bird stab Freya or something like that?
Might not even be important.
How is it not important?
Right now, I'm less interested in the what and more interested in the how.
I don't know. I'm kind of interested in the what, though. I need to figure out what the
angle
fuck
of Freya's
happened.
wound suggests she was stabbed at a perfect right angle. That is, from directly in front of her. But she was standing right up by the canvas.
Somehow, Freya ended up lying on her back, still perfectly in line with a painting.
Maybe something went through it.
Through the painting?
No, but we
Wouldn't
saw
be
that.
all?
Okay, well, how about this? How do we know Freya was stabbed before she fell over? Maybe her being stabbed and her falling over are completely unrelated. Are we done?
For now. It's about time we found out what's beneath the garden.
Yeah, take us there. In we go. We did all of this. We get to go in
I
now.
think it goes.
That's true. That's a good question there. Go down. Oh, fancy. A little underground area. Oh, wow. We unlocked that next chapter very fast. Underneath. We spent so much time on the first chapter that we did not do this chapter at all.
What's in there?
Bugs.
It's a little diagram of a beetle with some incomprehensible notes scribbled next to it.
That's weird.
What?
It looks really normal compared to the beetles behind the glass.
9 beetles. All different, all dead.
Love that for you.
Poor little guys.
No, that's
There's
okay.
a bunch of notes written all around them. It's mostly numbers. No idea what they mean.
Okay.
Is that a lab coat?
It is.
Like hand wash only. Size, small.
Small. So it's not Fitz, obviously.
Rows of plants, growing in wide wooden boxes.
What color is the soil?
It looks black, but it's too dark to tell.
Hey, why do the light fixtures look like bugs?
Bugs. Big ones.
Looks like they're made of metal.
Literally giving me the heebie-jeebies over here.
A cracked glass tank with 9 little rooms. Each one has 1 or 2 insects inside. I can't tell if they're still alive.
I like that you called them rooms.
Oh, the more that they make that skittering noise, the more heebie-jeebie I get.
Is it locked?
Heebity-jeebities.
Seems likely, doesn't it?
Oh,
We're
fun.
looking safe.
I'm pretty sure the latches can slide into the middle.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Oh god, okay. So this one's probably going first. Yeah, because that's the only one that lines up. No. Oh, like this. Okay. Okay. Oh, interesting. This one goes underneath. Feels like it should be this way, but it doesn't. There's no way for that to go. Hmm. I don't love this puzzle. Okay, but that connects. Oh. Oh shit, did we figure it out?
I got it.
Holy cow, look at
I'm
us.
impressed.
I'm impressed with me too.
Anything inside?
Yeah, more research.
Secret Research, a folder containing research notes and diagrams. 1. Our unique flora and fauna is the byproduct of a number of as yet unidentified chemicals. 2. These chemicals are continually present in the water, forming clouds and filling the lake. This causes a variety of mutations in plants and animals. 3. Smaller creatures such as arachnids, insects, mollusks, amphibians, and crustaceans are the most affected. However, the chemicals may travel up the food chain and cause mutations in birds and reptiles. As far as we know, mammals remain completely unaffected. Chicken Alfredo and garlic toast, that sounds fucking delicious.
Whose research is this? This is some seriously in-depth research.
That's
I made myself
impressive,
butter chicken
but
yesterday,
it's
and it wasn't really great. It was
There's a
mid
section
butter
missing.
chicken because I bought it from the store because I was being lazy and I didn't want to cook it from scratch. And I've learned now not to do that. And I have more chicken, and I have more like veggies I could use, and I have Thai curry, but part of me is like, I don't know. There we go, all 4 pieces.
So, this is Pointer's secret lab.
Yep.
Definitely seems like he's the one using it.
I guess not a lot of people know about the secret entrance.
Right. But if Pointer's the only one who comes down here,
I don't think he is
why would
though.
need to lock his research in a safe. Who's he hiding it from?
He's just paranoid, especially about his golden beetle.
What do you think he's trying to do exactly?
The missing golden beetle though.
Pointer has been trying to breed the golden beetle in the underground laboratory.
We could just
Because it's rare?
read
Because
each
it's full.
sentence.
Is Is that it?
I think so. I don't think he cares about entomology any more than he cares about astronomy.
No, he
just
wants
to get one over on Felix.
and he
If
wants
he
the
can get his
house.
own gold, suddenly Poppy's inheritance is looking pretty,
Infinite.
Yeah, exactly.
Might explain why he was so worried about losing the beetle. Maybe somebody did steal it.
Might have been Freya after all. We know she was trying to get through the secret door in the garden.
She might not have known what was down here, though. Maybe she was just curious.
Curious, sure, but not naive.
No.
I reckon she knew what was going on.
I think we're still missing the bigger picture.
Which
There's
is
no way this is all just about a beetle.
maybe it is.
We're done.
We're
Ready to go
done.
down again?
There is more downstairs? What the fuck? When did we find this room?
A single book on a little makeshift table.
This is creeping me out slightly.
Yeah, no shit. I didn't even know there was a table down here.
I think it's a children's book.
Children's book. Mists of the Sea and Sky. A children's picture book. It looks very old. Ink dip. An elegant bird with huge red and white plumage. A silver snake. An aquatic reptile with no eyes and long tongue. The soul bearer, a crab with 3 differently sized claws. The amphibi, a frog-like creature walking on 2 legs. Yee, food chat.
We're too late. This photograph has been stabbed.
Why? By what?
Not sure. Some kind of metal stabbing thingy.
Oh, I wonder. Oh, there's the other part of the red. Okay. A sleek but sturdy metal rod. It has been stabbed into a photograph. The rod has a curved and pointed tip, like an arrow or the hand of a clock. It has a small loop at the back of a short red rope connected to it. The metal is perfectly clean and polished.
So what's the photo?
Damaged photo. It's been framed but is slightly damp. The photo shows a young girl. A large man is sitting next to her. Around them are several red and white birds. A metal object is stabbed into the photo, near the hole, leaving a hole near the man's chest.
Do you know who it is in the photo?
Yeah, actually I do.
It's an old coat rack. Looks thoroughly neglected.
2 cloaks and a green hat draped on top for good measure.
Okay, let's talk. That's fine.
This man in the photo, he reminds me of something from one of our clues.
He does. I know he does.
Felix made a little model of him for Flora.
Yeah, her favorite
Makes sense
people.
when you know who he is. Lord Remington.
Remington. That makes him Flora's father. Meaning the girl in the photo is...
Yeah, it's her. See the bird, too.
I never would have guessed. Times sure do change.
I don't know. I don't think she looks so different.
Really? Really, you don't? Alright. I'm determined to unlock this lady's voice.
Let's not wander off right now.
Oh. Wait, then what do we do?
A single book on a little makeshift...
This is creepy.
Why?
Oh.
I think it's a children's
Yeah,
book.
we did this. Go away, go away, go away.
Gives off kind of a dungeon vibe.
Dungeon.
What do people actually use chains for?
I don't know, but if you're in a dungeon, there's a lot of uses for chains.
Nothing good.
As Rihanna said, chains and whips excite me. What do you expect from us to do? Game, what are you expecting from me?
Basements don't normally have windows?
We're at the bottom of the lake. We must be.
Right. But if that's the lake bed, why does it look like that?
Like what?
White, smooth, no plants, no anything. That's not what a lake looks like.
Oh,
Where are we?
good question, apparently.
Did you notice how much light this room has? For a room with one candle?
It's all coming through the window.
I'm pretty sure lakes are supposed to be darker at the bottom, not lighter.
True.
Why is there a room down here anyway?
Also,
And
good
why
question.
Is it so much older than the rest of Tangle Tower?
Also a good
We
question.
don't really know why people came to live here in the first
No, we do not.
Maybe they just wanted to get rich, like Pointer with his beetles.
I feel like the Remingtons came here for the lake, for what was in it.
It's empty though. More empty than a normal lake would be.
It is now, yeah. Maybe we're too late.
Okay. So can we leave the room now? No.
It looks like they're being boiled, but the liquid is ice cold.
Forensic Entomology, Volume 3.
That's an incredibly specific area of study.
So realistically, oh, I'm missing a hint is what it's telling me. I'm sure I'm missing a hint.
This room looks old. Like, old.
It makes the rest of the house seem relatively modern.
Again, modern instead of modern.
This room looks old. Like, old.
It makes the rest of the house seem relatively modern.
Right? Is it just me or does he have like a very slight accent?
Do these puddles worry you?
Why?
That's lake water, but it's indoors.
I see your point.
It is some kind of accent, right? Because like he's not hitting any of his R's, which is very British to me, like a British putting on an American accent. I'm assuming
Let's not
nope,
water off.
can't go anywhere still. Cool. So what am I missing? That means. What am I missing that we are literally stuck here? It has to be in this side, right? But there's not a lot to click.
This room looks old.
Nope. Okay.
Like, old.
It makes the rest of the house seem relatively modern.
Okay.
There's a roll of paper up there.
Ah, here we go.
I'll see if I can reach it.
Let me guess. Blank.
Oh. House plans.
Study. Wait.
I know what you're thinking. And no, we never went in there.
How did we miss it? Storage.
It's Freya's room.
There we go.
It's the aviary.
It's the room above us. The one we were just in.
The laboratory?
Yeah.
That's the lake, right? I think that horizontal line might be the water level.
Yeah, but we weren't supposed to
It
be.
used to be a lot lower down than it is
Yeah,
now.
exactly. That's the issue.
This seems pretty significant.
Okay. Cool.
Agreed.
Which means, so, building plans, Misted Mansion, north side cross section. A roll of parchment on which the plans for a grand mansion have been drawn. A horizontal line marks where the lake was before, and a second marks where it is now. The mansion has been built on top of a large structure above the lake, supported by pillars. Freya's room is listed as storage. A room labeled study is in the center.
Let's head back up to the Grand Hall. I want to find that last room.
Hell yeah, let's go.
Wow, it's dark all of a sudden.
Yeah, it's always one little thing that you miss
How long were
clicking.
we
I thought I
down
clicked the
there?
pot, but I guess I didn't click the paper.
This must be it. This thing goes all the way up.
How are we supposed to get up there?
Hang on, it's pitch black, but I think there's a switch.
Heyo. Pop off. Hello, Mr. Study. Oh, 4th chapter. Wow, we are blasting through these chapters now that I know what to do with myself. Found the secret room.
Dragon?
Snake?
Worm?
That's the one.
Yep, dragon without wings is a worm.
Is that a crab?
It's got a translucent exoskeleton. You can actually see its insides.
No, thank you.
Also, crabs normally have 2 claws, right? Not 3? Good.
Grimoire, don't you think it looks familiar?
Oh, hold on.
This crab really...
That little wooden toy we found?
Yeah, but I don't think that's going to help us. I think I've seen it more recently.
Yes, you have. Let me pop open the thing I need to do to know what it is. This one. So sideways, sideways, open, open, closed. Let's try that.
Is that a crab?
It's got a...
Also,
Here we go.
perfect.
A shotgun or a crossbow.
Something somebody didn't want us to find.
So there's a little whatchamacallit, screw so that they can hang it from something. Dragon these nuts.
Pinboard hung up on one of the chains.
Looks like there's a couple of things missing from it.
I'm sure we can figure that out. A large central sheet of paper has been pinned to it. 4 lines have been drawn from a gap in the center. A smaller sheet underneath features a drawing resembling the silhouette in a cloaked figure, aka Hawkshaw.
Was someone trying to hide it? From us?
I don't know, but it looks incomplete to me. I want to know what happened to the rest of it. Where are the other parts?
I can tell you that.
We found them already.
Do.
I think that might attach the crossbow, but not this part.
Oh, sorry, my bad. This one. Real thingy there, telescope there. Hawkshaw's an assassin.
What do you make of it?
Not sure. Let's keep an open mind.
You don't think the crossbow is the murder weapon?
Oh no, the crossbow is definitely the murder.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
But that doesn't mean we've solved the mystery.
An axe and some kind of hunting rifle, mounted on the wall.
Honestly, doesn't look like they've been moved in a few years.
I'm more worried about the third one.
The third one?
The one that isn't there.
Yeah, good point. Yeah, so we got a couple of things now.
Who are all
Picture of
the
people,
photo?
always
Not
important.
sure, but it looks like someone didn't like them very much. Their eyes have all been crossed out.
Group photo. A photo in a sturdy wooden frame. It's dusty and looks several years old. A brass plaque at the bottom of the frame reads, "The Ambassadors of Misted Mansion." The photo shows 2 women and 3 men wearing a variety of different styles of clothing. All 5 have their faces crudely covered in black ink. Well, this looks like Fiona, and this looks like Poppy, and this looks like Felix.
That photo is important. I'm sure of it.
Another photograph.
Their faces are all crossed out with some kind of black ink.
That's weird.
Oh, you think so?
No, I mean, something I just realized. Sally, did we meet any of these people?
Yes.
Here at Tangle Tower?
Yes.
Well, the woman on the left looks a little like Poppy, but her style is way different. And at first I thought the guy on the top right was Felix, but now that I look at it, I don't think it is him.
Oh, those are the same two I identified. Okay then. I guess not.
An incinerator built into the wall. It's still pretty hot.
Is there anything left inside?
It's mostly ashes. But yeah, there's something.
Oh, a feather? A feather, you say? Okay, so there's got to be one more thing here.
Do those look like scratch marks to you? On the glass?
Yeah,
Hey, I don't like that.
they're on the inside.
Don't like that either.
It's a wooden pinboard hung up.
Looks like there's a couple of things missing from it.
Okay, yeah, we know that though.
Coffee table, half-empty wine bottle, lamp left on.
Someone was having a good night reading.
I'm gonna say someone's been using this room.
Someone complacent enough to leave their notebook lying around.
Oh, hey. Notebook. Several pages have been ripped out, but a few remain. Fifth Ambassador located, finally. Can't say I harbored any optimism, but still somehow disappointed. No better than the rest of them. Took my misted friend into the music room for experiments. It worked. It works. Perhaps too well. The laboratory was another disappointment. All that effort for what? He's even more short-sighted than I could have ever guessed. Went to the bottom. Nice view. It's been mostly cleaned up, but I have what I need. She got in. She was careful. Nothing was moved. But I know. It's time.
Someone's been using this room.
Okay.
This
Things are
room
coming
was
together
filled
real
with
fast
original
here.
Building plans for the mansion, but nowadays it's some big secret.
It's not a secret to everybody. At least one other person still knows about this room.
The way the notebook was left out on the table makes me think it's someone who has the room all to themselves.
Whoever it was, they left more than just the notebook. There's a whole design project on this pinboard. Feels like someone put quite a bit of effort into it.
It's a shame there are things missing from it. I'm betting it'd make more sense if we could see it all together.
That might not be impossible, you know.
Oh. We know which one this is. Yep, Hawkshaw. This part, I don't know. Something rectangular taped to the top of the board. Would it be this?
That doesn't seem
No.
We
right.
need something that could attach to the pinboard.
Yeah, okay, so it does have to be a piece of paper.
That's not right.
No.
Something that's been taped at the top.
Taped. Okay. Oh. This one, because it's got all 3 points. Interesting. I didn't even think that was going to come back up.
The painting from Freya's room and those sketches. Did Freya design Detective Hawkshaw's clothes? What kind of sense does that make?
Unless
I
she
don't think that's
is...
why Freya made that painting, but it may have been why somebody took a photo of it to use as reference. And as for those sketches of Hawkshaw, I don't think Freya actually drew them. It was somebody else, someone with less of a talent for art.
Yeah.
Doesn't exactly narrow it down. Should we go ask Detective Hawkshaw about all this?
I'm not sure. I still don't know what's really going on.
Okay. Next chapter. Blitzing through at this point. The Moida.
Time to solve this.
Okay.
All right, break out the notebook. Time to put it all together.
Let's start with this. It's an arrow for the crossbow, and it matches Freya's wound. It's the murder weapon. I'm sure of it.
The murder
fact
weapon.
doesn't have
Yeah, it's a
any blood
British
on
dude
it.
doing American.
And it wasn't found anywhere near the crime scene.
Mm-hmm. It was cleaned, then it was hidden.
I do like the hint that
I
this
don't
is
think
like
anybody expected
note line paper and all the words
Like,
land on the lines.
Okay.
Nice touch.
So Freya was shot by a crossbow. Where was it fired from?
Above Freya, I think.
it was
Through the
fired from
crack.
above
above, huh?
Yeah, our diagram doesn't show everything. Let's add in the rest of the crime scene.
The
There we
attic.
go.
Perfect hiding place. We even found a part of the murder weapon up there. The reel was used to pull the arrow back up through the crack in the floorboards.
Explains why we never found a weapon at the crime scene, I guess.
The murderer must have dropped the reel in the attic. I'm guessing they were in a hurry to escape.
Wait. The arrow was fired through the crack in the floorboards?
Yeah, it's directly above where Freya was found lying on her back.
Nope. Doesn't add up. It would have missed her if she was still standing up by the painting.
Ah, right.
Unless... Freya was already lying on her back before the arrow was fired.
Yeah.
I think so too. She was relaxing.
You think so?
Doubt
Maybe
it.
not.
Yeah.
Freya was already lying on her back before the arrow was fired.
I think so too. She'd fallen unconscious.
Something in the room caused Freya to fall unconscious.
Really?
Paint fumes.
I'm not sure about
Yeah, that doesn't seem right either.
Something in the room caused Freya to fall unconscious.
Flora.
I'm not sure about that.
Really? Not
Me
Flora?
neither.
Okay, so it has to be the gramophone, that
Something
means.
in the room caused Freya to fall
The gramophone.
Right.
But the gramophone by itself can't do that.
No, because the gramophone broke, though.
There was something in the gramophone.
Mm-hmm. Something small.
What could be in the gramophone?
Pointer's research says it can emit an incredibly loud hiss when it feels threatened.
Oh.
Poppy and Fitz both said they heard a loud noise around the time of the murder.
This
Neither
feels
of them
very
had any
coincidental.
idea what it was.
This seems a little far-fetched.
I agree.
Is it really loud enough to knock someone out?
No, I don't think so. Not by itself. But don't forget, it was being amplified by the shape of the gramophone. Now, I don't think we're purely talking about volume either. It might just be a particular type of frequency.
This is getting kinda scientific. Since when do you know anything about the effects of weaponized audio frequency?
I don't.
That is a
But I
bit
think
ridiculous.
someone
Agreed.
else does. Do you remember that statue we found in the music room? The horn it's playing. It's a pretty similar shape to the one on the gramophone. That broken glass isn't there on accident. This is someone's science.
Poppy did
experiment.
not kill her
Thinking
best
about
friend,
it.
did she?
Pointer said he saw Flora was knocked out too. I guess they were both in range of the noise. Although Pointer might have been lying.
Personally, I think he was telling the truth about that. It's pretty clear a powerful frequency did pass through Flora's tower. Caused quite a bit of damage too.
I mean, the gramophone itself was split in half.
Those cracks didn't appear out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Freya's paints, the pink cassette tape, and the gramophone itself.
Oh, there was
They
3
all
different clues I could have
sustained
used.
Similar damage while
Oh.
they were in that room.
Oh,
That
Seaside, you want to put your
seriously
guess in now?
powerful
Everyone
vibration,
guesses in
enough to
before
crack
they
metal.
say the
Or to
murder?
knock someone out all the way across a room.
I don't think it's
Yeah,
actually
that's the one
Poppy.
thing
I feel
don't
like I
get.
still think it's.
If the frequency was so powerful and had such a big range, how
I
did the
still want to
murderer
think it's
pull it off?
Pointer or
Wouldn't
Hawkshaw,
they have been in range too?
but that seems too
Think about it.
obvious.
They can't have been much further away from the gramophone than Flora was.
Yeah, give me your guess. Let's see if you're right. Look, if you did the detective work and you get it right, that's a good thing, isn't it?
They protected themselves.
How?
You think it was Penny? Ooh,
These are
scandalous.
some pretty heavy-duty earmuffs. I think they'd be enough to block out the sound.
Right. Let's go over everything from the start. 1. Freya is painting Flora's portrait. They're listening to music on the gramophone.
2. The murderer is hiding in the attic, wearing earmuffs.
3. The golden beetle starts to emit its hissing noise.
Hold on. How did it know?
Yeah, that's the question.
Yeah, what triggered it at that particular moment? Pointer's research said it makes the noise
Oh,
when it
did
feels
Fitz and
threatened.
Penny work together to get the house for themselves?
Maybe something in the music?
Maybe.
4. Freya and Flora are both knocked unconscious.
That would be scandalous.
Lands on her back. She drops the brush and pallet by her side.
5. The murderer fires the crossbow directly downwards.
6. The arrow is pulled back up on the reel.
7. The murderer leaves the attic, presumably.
8. The door is kicked down. Fitz and Poppy enter the room.
That's it.
That's all we got.
There's something bothering me.
Yeah, no shit.
What?
I just want to check something. Let's go back to the crime scene.
Okay, back we go. Whatever you say, Sally. Flora's Tower. Okay.
The answer is in the painting. I'm sure of it.
No.
I can see the stars.
Okay, we got those. Yeah. You really think it has something to do with Fitz and Penny? I would be surprised if it was Fitz and Penny, but I'd be down. That'd be fascinating. What else do we need to pick up in this room?
The answer is in the painting. I'm sure of it.
Freya, did you leave us a clue?
Oh, apparently it was that. No, Fitz seemed too nice. Fitz seemed so soft. Okay, the missing clue. Ta-da!
So what's bothering you?
Something that's not here. The thing we didn't find. We know she was holding it during the painting.
The feather.
Ink dip feather?
It was here. In this room. Where'd it go?
Well, we know where it is.
We found it somewhere else.
We did.
We were a little too late to save it.
So it was stolen from the crime scene. And ended up in the incinerator down in the study.
Someone
Maybe it is
drunk.
Penny who was jealous that she got a rare bird.
How was it stolen from up here in Flora's Tower?
Presumably, Flora dropped it when she fell unconscious.
Yeah, and then what? The murderer couldn't have stolen it if they were up in the attic.
So the question is, how could they steal something from a room they weren't able to
The birds.
access?
Okay, yeah, you're right. It is probably Penny then.
The final clue about the crime scene. Freya left it for us right here. It's in the unfinished.
It has to be in the painting.
It's not quite a photo, but still, it's an image of the crime scene recorded just before the murder. If only she'd finished it, and then I could be totally sure.
It's true she never finished it. But she did intend to finish it.
Meaning?
We know more about the painting than what Freya actually got down on the canvas. Freya prepared all the colors she was going to need before she started painting.
Okay. Okay, hold on here. Oh, good Christ. Okay. Yellow paint. Was a mistake.
The yellow paint was going to be used to paint this sketch. of
Okay.
Something sitting in the window.
Something is no longer in the window.
Something in the window. Oh.
What do you mean, oh? We don't know what was in the window. What? Am I stupid? Am I just stupid?
That's not it.
Something yellow in the window of Flora's tower. Oh!
There she is.
It's literally there right
A
now.
little thief.
How long has it been there? Did it hear the whole conversation?
Shit, you're right, Seaside. It is Penny.
But she's a very good listener.
Hey, what the fuck, Hawkshaw?
Well, now, I think this has quite served its purpose, don't you?
Oh. Who the fuck?
Penny.
Penny?
Did you...
It's Penelope, if you don't mind.
Whoa.
Before we begin,
This is an entirely different person. What the fuck?
Demanding our attention.
I mean, we should probably tie our hands. We should probably tie our hands. We should probably tie our hands. I don't like...
Lovely. Now, tell me, what was it that drove you this far? I'm
Buddy.
ever so curious.
What the fuck? You were my favorite character.
I just need to know the truth.
No! I feel betrayed.
Interesting.
Why did you do it, Penny? What did Freya do to you?
Absolutely nothing.
Oh.
What? You just hated her indiscriminately?
Freya Fellow was an inspiration to us all. She was possessed of a great energy. The volition to create something from nothing. The willpower to walk beyond her boundaries. She was truly free. Everything I couldn't be.
Wait, what the fuck?
You know what? I just realized I actually have no idea who Penelope Pointer really is.
Weird, isn't it? Considering we've met her, what is it, 3 times now?
Exactly. How do we know this one isn't a disguise too?
You think you've already hollowed us out, don't you? Only a few short hours at Tangle Tower, and you feel like you've got everyone sussed. Unearthed every single one of our secrets. Nothing but bullet points for your notebook. Go on, indulge me. What does it say in your notes about Penelope Pointer?
I mean, now it's a murderer. Now she's a moiterer. I mean, what did I... Amoida? Okay, hold on. Well, now it's gonna say she's a murderer.
Suppose I can't argue with that, can I?
Penny, we only know what you choose to tell us, so why not help us out?
I mean, you were the one that got it.
Is actually not very important at all. She pales in comparison to those who came before her and to those that came after.
Wait, but what about Fitz then?
Living at Tangle Tower, it is very difficult to attain the levels of self-realization you probably take for granted.
You sure this is a Tangle Tower thing and not a you thing?
Damn, Sally.
Not one of them is happy. Not one.
So why stay? Why not just leave?
I thought she did leave. Penny, you said you traveled, didn't you?
I did. Many times I've walked away. It did not help me. You saw the family tree hanging in the grand hall, did you not?
Yeah, it lists a bunch of people who don't live here anymore.
A bunch of people who don't live here anymore. I couldn't have put it better myself. My mother, for one.
Yeah.
Father, too.
Yeah.
The other two Remingtons.
Yep.
Poppy's mother, Primrose.
Yep.
My brother, Richard.
Mm-hmm.
And Fitz's father.
That's
Yeah.
5. 5 people that might have lived here, but don't.
And that was the first question I wanted answered.
Why?
You wanted to know where they'd all gone?
More than that.
Why
I
they'd
wanted
left?
to know if I belonged with them.
Oh.
I have no place here. Not among the Fellows, the Remingtons, or the Pointers. But I felt there must be a reason why everyone else left. Some common purpose they all shared. Perhaps it could be my purpose too.
To commit moida because of this reason
do
seems
about it.
real fucking
Nothing I
weak.
could do at first. Nobody would tell me anything. The more questions I asked, the fewer answers I got. Then I found it. I was 19. Same age Freya is now.
Found what?
The study. The one hidden in the middle of the house. It's right next to a bedroom.
I'd hear voices at night. Deep ones. And the strangest thing, the wall behind my bed would get incredibly hot. For hours
The
on
incinerator.
end, the paint would peel. Wallpaper wouldn't stay up. I thought I was cursed. I thought it was something.
Okay, that is kind of fucking creepy if your wallpaper refuses to stay up and your
Eventually, I
one
couldn't
wall
take
gets
it.
hot.
I found my way in the same way you did. Once you know it's there, it's simple.
So, you got into the study and found the incinerator. That must have been a relief, right?
It was still warm when I found it. Then I looked inside. Let's see how thorough you've been. Tell me,
Oh
do you know
no.
what a misted is?
Misted?
Yeah.
Mistids? Sure, yeah.
You're more observant than I thought.
Sorry, what are we talking about?
Grimoire,
It's a
come
collective
on,
term.
get it
For my
together,
time.
buddy.
Birds, insects, amphibians, anything living off the lake water. The mutation can take several generations, or it can happen overnight.
Wait, mistids, like cryptids?
Yes.
Like Bigfoot or whatever.
Yes.
A little egregious, isn't it? I suspect that was an intentional parallel. The main
What
difference
mutation
is
would you
mistids
want,
are
Seaside?
perfectly real. They're just kept secret. Or at least, that was the original plan. As it happened, some got out. Quite a few got out.
How do you know all this?
When I entered the study at 19, I found a single object that rather changed my life. Something which answered my questions while at once creating all new ones.
Something that changed her life. You would just roll the dice? Is it the people?
5 missing family members
Oh.
standing together as a single unit.
Oh.
calling themselves the ambassadors of a misted mansion.
So, the house was
Oh.
renamed from Misted Mansion to Tangle Tower?
And rightly so. The age of misted mansion is long past. When I looked inside the incinerator on my first visit to the study, I found nothing but ash. The afterimage of a bygone era, denied to me in its entirety. The study, the room at the bottom of the lake itself, all empty shells. I felt my only hope lay with the ambassador.
Okay, so then this
If I could
is
find them,
Primrose. That's Fitz's
maybe
dad.
they'd share the family history that Flora and the others were trying so hard to forget.
How did you track them
But
down?
why did you commit murder?
Stuff.
Like, this makes no
They'd
sense.
taken almost everything. Books, maps, charts, the creatures themselves, all lost, taken away or destroyed. But I got lucky. I got a lead. I found one, and he led me to the rest.
And what happened? Why'd you paint out all their faces?
They didn't help you either, did they?
19-year-old me had imagined they'd all left with a mission, a unified purpose.
Oh my god, you're not a very good villain.
They were, in fact, every bit as fractured as the people that still live here. Most of them had left.
You're giving me
tracking
crimey,
escaped
like,
mystics.
pick-me vibes,
Some
girl.
claimed to be researchers, others little more than hunters. All 5 completely useless to me.
Even your own parents?
Especially my own parents.
Eventually, I returned
Yeah.
to Tangle Tower. I had nowhere else to go. I considered giving up. But instead, I made a decision.
Okay.
There was only one person at Tangle Tower still of interest to me. My dear Uncle Pointer had suddenly made a show of taking up astronomy. A fairly
Okay.
superficial charade. I don't think many people were fooled by it. But I knew it wasn't just a falsehood. It was a mask. Pointer had found something from the era of Mr. Mansion.
She's really fucking not a good villain. This is such a stupid fucking plot. I'm sorry. This is so
Where did
dumb.
he get the beetle?
You're so upset that you don't fit in with your family that you started
But I
killing them?
theorized that he received it in the post.
In the post? From who?
Who can say? Someone outside Tangle Tower. But the thought that he would be in contact with such a person, all that time, I decided to take what was owed to me.
So you stole it.
Stealing the beetle turned out to be only the first step. Upon realizing it was gone, Pointer made little effort to disguise his frustration. I asked what was bothering him. He foresaw no risk in sharing a little of the truth with his niece. He told me he'd lost a rare treasure, something he'd been keeping safe. I suggested, innocently, that perhaps it was not lost. Perhaps it
Right,
had been
I thought it
stolen.
was something like
He
that,
was
but this is
very
just...
ready to believe he'd been the victim of
This fucking plot feels like it came out of nowhere.
jumped on the idea. She arrived the next day. Hawkshaw prides herself on her punctuality, as you know.
Why, though? Why go through all that?
Yeah, why?
The costume and everything?
This is the one question I have.
Somewhat sad to admit, but I had little use left for Penny Pointer as she was. Hawkshaw afforded me new advantages, opportunities.
But didn't you have to pretend to be working for Professor Pointer?
Ah, well, that was one of the advantages. Pointer was in such a desperate state, he was finally willing to share some of his secrets. On the second day, Hawkshaw explained she needed to be able to search the secret laboratory. Pointer gave in and gave me the code for the harp statue. Reluctantly, but still.
So, you stole Pointer's research?
I would have done if I'd found anything worth stealing.
No, but Freya had already
We
been
made
there.
Remarkably little progress, barely scratching the surface.
Oh, no, so then why
of the
Freya?
true mystery.
Which is?
She carries an exoskeleton approximately 90% identical to gold. But it's not the 90% I'm interested in.
It's the 10% of the lake, I'm guessing.
Did you ever question what exactly makes the water here so unique? Before Misted Mansion was built over the lake, before the lake was even a lake,
Oh, good
Lord
Christ.
Remington and his wife built a small structure here, a research station, supposedly. Fast forward 2 or 3 generations, and as you saw for yourself, it's been mostly cleared out.
The ambassadors took everything when they left.
And everything they didn't take was burned in the incinerator. However, possessing additional insight, I found something the others had missed. It's not much, but I have what I need.
So why isn't this the end of the story?
Yeah,
Why
good
did you
fucking
stay?
question.
Why did you kill Freya?
Okay, I guess this is the final chapter? I guess? Tell me this isn't some fucking elaborate suicide.
Simply put, Freya was too good for me. It's my fault. I pushed her over the edge, unknowingly, but still, I take the blame.
What are you talking about?
Thank you, good
Did you know
question.
I based the design for Hawkshaw on something Freya painted?
Yeah, it is this thing.
That's right. I had assumed it was purely abstract. I just thought it had a good energy. I later discovered it It was a figure of some kind, something from Freya's recurring nightmare. For all her vitality, I think Freya was probably the most troubled of all of us. She was desperate to leave Tangle Tower, but she couldn't just walk away. For quite some time, she'd been
What the
trying to
fuck is
break
going
into
on in this
Pointer's
game?
laboratory. Freya and her friends were halfway through deciphering those symbols on the harp statue, I believe.
Why did she care about getting into Pointer's lab?
That's exactly what I wondered. At first, I thought perhaps she just wanted to free the beetles. She has a fondness for them. What Pointer was doing upset her significantly. But in fact, I think it was something else. I think she wanted to free Fiona. The real
What the
reason
fuck?
Freya was unable to leave Tangle Tower was that she could not get Fiona to agree to come with her.
That makes sense. They're best
We're now
friends.
firmly in the realm of speculation, but I think Freya felt that exposing the darker secrets of Tangle Tower, not just to the rest of the family, but to the world, would compromise all three families, and perhaps, somehow, free Fiona from the shackles of her inheritance.
Or you could just sell the
Sounds like a
fucking
plan
house.
anyway, but something happened before Freya could find her way into Pointer's laboratory.
She found her way into your study.
Yep.
Found your notes. Found that photograph. I'm willing to bet she put it all together quicker than we did.
Probably.
So she worked
She
out what
seems
had
smarter than
happened to
us.
the 5 ambassadors. Specifically, what you'd done to them when they refused to help you.
Freya had made a promise to paint Flora as a birthday gift, a parting gift no less. She'd be in a locked room, several hours away from her friends. It was my best chance.
But why hide in the attic?
Why do any this? None of this makes sense. Your entire motive seems wishy-washy at best.
The gramophone wasn't for Freya. It was for Flora. She didn't deserve to be involved. She suffered enough. I couldn't get Flora out of her room, but if she could be unconscious, then she wouldn't have to witness anything.
Why the knife? The illusion of the painted knife with the blood.
That was for Fiona. And Poppy too, I suppose. Gave them something to focus on.
You mean it distracted them while you made your escape?
It helped them.
But you didn't go anywhere.
The very idea of something abstract, something supernatural. I believe it made things marginally less painful for them, initially. Worked on you, too.
So why are you still here?
Yeah, thank
Take
you.
your first chance and leave.
Well, I've been waiting for an opportunity to get my beetle back. I'd really rather not leave without it.
Wait, it's still here?
It's still inside the gramophone.
Hey, that's fucked up, game. Okay.
What's going on?
Poppy, they are both awake.
I can see.
You two all right?
My head hurts. What happened to us?
You were both unconscious. 14 minutes by my count.
Really?
You're both fine. No injuries.
Was it the beetle? In the gramophone? I heard it through the ceiling in my room.
The exact same sound we heard before the murder.
I guess it must have been.
So how did we get down here?
Yeah,
What
also
happened
good
to
question.
Penny?
Fitz saved both of you, obviously.
But Penny's gone.
When I reached Flora's tower, you were both unconscious, and Penny was crouched down beside you. She had her crossbow on her, but who knows? She may have just been checking you were both asleep.
No.
Did you know that she was the murderer?
Poppy and Fifi suspected her.
Wait,
Apparently, they
and
were
no one
pretty
said
close to
anything?
solving it themselves.
Fitz did not want to believe us, because he liked Penny. A lot.
But what happened? Fitz, what did she do when she saw you?
She jumped out the window.
What? Did she survive?
She did.
I heard something land in the garden outside my room, but by the time I got out there to check, she was already gone.
Hang on. Poppy, why do you have Penny's hat bird?
She left him behind. I found him sitting on the floor in the aviary, all by himself. Poor little thing. The mean lady didn't care about you at all, did she? No, she didn't.
I apologize. Poppy seems to be under the illusion that the bird can understand human language.
It can.
So, Penny got away.
I'm afraid she did.
We had suspected she might try to escape. I was stationed here by the lake's edge. I proved to be an ineffective guard. She got
Apparently.
Did she take the beetle with her?
Nope,
How do you know?
because it's right here.
Heyo.
It was still in the gramophone. I guess I scared her off before she had a chance to take it.
killed. Poppy, what are you going to do with it? Are you going to give it back to your father?
No, I'm
No,
not.
just kill it.
It doesn't belong to anyone.
Or set it free,
So-
I guess.
I'm going to put it on the ground and never bother it again.
Okay,
I
fair
think
enough.
that's what she would have wanted.
Wait, hold on. So the killer just gets away? Hold the fuck on here. What the fuck? Do you know who that is? Do you know who that is? Oh, nice. That's fun. I don't know how I feel about this. I don't know how I feel about this. I came here to catch a kill and I didn't do that. No, my fucking Gusta. While this wasn't the most satisfying of endings for me at the time, now that it's been, I think, 2 years since I've played this game, I can look back and say I really enjoyed myself. It's a really fun story with beautiful art, beautiful music, a really compelling arc and puzzles. I did actually have a lot of fun playing it, despite the complaining at the end. Also, I'm so sorry for all the mouth breathing. My mic was not set up back then. We were just a baby. But I do hope you enjoyed this. I cannot wait for the third game, which is coming out this year, 2022. And hopefully I'll get my hands on it real soon and be able to play it. Thank you for joining me. Feel free to like and subscribe if you're into that. I would really appreciate it. And I'll see you in the next video. Hasta la bye-bye.